Welcome to Tuck. Let's go to the Arctic Ocean.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand.
2 a.m. walk.
Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night.
Well, y'all, I'm about to start on the Dempster Highway, over 500-mile long gravel road that goes from here in the middle of the Yukon near Dawson City all the way up to the Arctic Ocean at Tuktoyaktuk. I'm a little nervous. Voyager's tires are going to survive. They are getting old. This is the longest I will have ever driven on gravel straight. We're going to see. Yeah, it's just pretty wild to finally be doing it. Let's do it. The journey is beginning, and I'm officially on the unpaved Dempster Highway. Alrighty, y'all. Driving for a couple of hours on the Dempster. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is 9:30 right now, so I'm actually trying to find a place to camp just on the north side of Tombstone. I think I'm gonna try to find a good spot to camp, maybe just off the highway a little bit, just to keep the vehicle noise down and the dust too, because when I saw a big giant semi, which I'll show that clip right here, 18-wheeler, yeah. Oh, wow, just so much dust. The dust cloud from those things, when they're sending it, I don't want to be camped right on the side of the road, so let's find a place to camp. Okay, y'all, so it is 11:53 right now, p.m. Even though I kind of liked that spot I was camping at, or I was going to camp at, I've decided I'm just going to keep driving for a little bit more. Just like, what a cool opportunity to go driving in literal midnight sun. Check this out. So, day 2 on the Dempster Highway. I am starting just north of Tombstone Territorial Park. Drove about 3 hours, a little over 100 miles. So I actually camped in this giant gravel pit. I chose this spot over the first spot I went because the mosquitoes were horrendous along the water. So much so that I was thinking there was no chance I was going to be able to go outside. I drove here at midnight, which was pretty cool to get to drive through the midnight sun, seeing all of these mountains here illuminated. But yeah, the mosquitoes were still really bad here. So I think it's just what to expect on the Dempster at this time of year. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to continue north, and it is midday right now. Plenty of sunlight. Let's drive another 7-8 hours. I have no idea. I'm just going to keep driving and see what we see. Let's go. Day 2 of driving. I am making my way out of the mountains and towards the plains, I think. I'm honestly not even really sure what to expect. I just know it's going to be tundra and it's going to be epic. So keep driving. Pretty stunning now. Made it out of the mountains. We've come up off the river onto this ridge line where it drops down on both sides right now. Pretty amazing views. I have the mountains to the right that I just came out of, and to the left is just rolling hills leading towards, I don't even know, I guess the Arctic Ocean, Alaska. That way's northwest. I'm heading northeast right now, so really stunning to see this right now.
Wishing star when the cold day's gone. I wish I could believe, trying hard when the night is long. I wish I could believe, wish I could believe, but I can't go.
So I was reading about why the road is so raised. It feels like this entire highway is gravel that's raised up by about 6 to 8 feet. And what that is because all of this up here is permafrost. They had to build up this, almost like a bridge over the mushy permafrost. And that's why there's this raised gravel road the whole way. So just to think that this vast land that I'm looking out at right now is all permafrost is pretty wild. I have made it to Eagle Plains. It has been a long, bumpy road. Driven about 220 miles so far. Not even halfway. That's insane. A lot of driving left to do.
Wishing star, living with the dawn.
So this is it, Eagle Plains.
I wish I could believe we've got.
All right, so you see that shipping container looking thing next to me? That is the gas station. So I just filled up. It was about $7 a gallon, the most expensive gas I've ever bought in my life. So I actually didn't fill up the whole way because I do trust I'm gonna make it to the next spot. The next place, the gas station's gonna be closed tonight anyway, so I am planning on just sleeping out there. I got about a quarter tank for 50 bucks. You can do the math on how much that would end up being. 120 miles until Fort McPherson. It is going to require me to take a ferry though, so I have to hope the ferry is still operating tonight, or else I'm going to have to camp there along the river until tomorrow morning. Peace out, Eagle Plains. It is time to continue on. Okay, that sign just said Arctic Circle, 2 kilometers. What? That feels pretty crazy.
Got the feeling in your bones.
Officially,
Make you feel
the Arctic Circle.
Does it well. Keep
Officially made it to the Arctic Circle. Hard to believe.
'cause I could run a mile of this.
The land of the midnight sun.
Feels like this. The sun has got me on my track. I ain't never looking back. I ain't looking back. I ain't looking back. I ain't looking,
This was too beautiful a place to not pull over and just take this in.
looking back.
This final stretch right now, right at the border of the Yukon and Northwest Territories, arguably the most beautiful bit I've seen. Just unbelievable, wide open spaces. Leaving the Yukon, already crossing the Arctic Circle, now crossing into the Northwest Territories. That is such a crazy thing. I honestly had never thought I would ever go to the Northwest Territories.
Don't need no phone.
The other Arctic Ocean sign at the start of this highway, I think, said 880 kilometers. So 415 kilometers, I am over halfway. This is such a long drive. This feels like a proper, true adventure to be taking with the van, though. Like, this is what the van was built for. Moments like this. There's literally no one else in this entire area.
'Cause I ain't looking back. I ain't looking back. Ain't looking.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the best way to drive this is late at night because it is just so beautiful when the sun is low on the sky and you just get like several hours of golden hour. It's like a photographer's dream out here. Taking a turn off of Dempster Highway, try to get to a camp spot up here. Try to climb in a ProMaster. I am just barely making it up in manual right now. And there's really no way for me to turn around, so I am just keeping speed at about 10 miles an hour and just clawing my way up. a perfect campsite, kind of killed by the fact that this radio tower has like some sort of generator or something running right now. It's really loud. Oh well. All right, well, I'm not gonna camp here.
It's the coldest hand that run down this land.
I guess it's a cell phone tower and they're using a generator to keep it running. I guess it makes sense. There's no grid out here, so they just have huge tanks, fuel tanks, and they keep a generator out here running. Look at this, man. Oh, wow.
Far from ever feeling lost with me, I'll push you back towards the land and sea. Let going down for love.
Day 3. I am here in the Northwest Territories. I have about 6 hours left to go to the Arctic. So I'm close to 2/3 of the way through this drive. Today's the day. We're going to the Arctic. I guess we're already in the Arctic Circle, but we're going to the Arctic Ocean. That is where we're going. I have made it to the first ferry crossing. It's kind of busy this morning. The ferry's going back and forth, so. All right, so the ferry has just dropped off the passengers coming from the other direction. All right, I'm on the ferry right now. We are crossing the river. We're almost across. It takes just a couple of minutes. Then you are almost at Fort McPherson. And then there's another ferry crossing like this on the other side of Fort McPherson. So apparently the Dempster Highway becomes inaccessible for somewhere like 5 to 8 weeks every fall as the ice is melting. And then again for like 3 to 6 weeks every spring as this thaws out. In winter, I believe they just drive across the frozen river. In summer, obviously, they have this ferry that will take you across. Just like that, we are now across the river, about to reach Fort McPherson. This is the best chance I have at getting gas. A couple of groceries, or convenience stores that have groceries, 2 fueling stations. Going through one of the grocery stores in Fort McPherson. Got a pretty good selection. Just as you expect, things are quite pricey. Like a carton of eggs is like $9. But overall, if you needed something, you'd be able to get it here. Get some gas, and then take that next ferry and start doing the final bit of the drive. Gas here at the time of filming is $1.89 Canadian per liter. Considering where we are at the end of the world, it could be worse. Just like that, we are refueled. Gonna leave Fort McPherson now and head towards Inuvik. It's the largest town up here all along the Dempster. They have over 3,000 people, so I'm actually kind of curious to see what this town will look like. Making it to the second ferry crossing. This is a bigger river than the last one. We are on the second ferry now. This one's a little bigger than the last one. Gonna cross the Mackenzie River. And after this, about an hour and a half or so to Inuvik, and then another couple of hours to Tuk. So this is a long freaking road. Fingers crossed I don't have any tire issues. Ferry and into the home stretch. Woohoo! I just cannot believe that I'm gonna drive to the Arctic Ocean today. It feels so good. I am on pavement the last like 5 miles into Inuvik. Just means I'm super close now. I have now made it to Inuvik. This is the last stop, just a couple of hours from the Arctic Ocean. Just crazy. It's the largest community north of the Arctic Circle. Largest Canadian community north of the Arctic Circle. That was neat. Maybe just drive around Inuvik and then make my way to Tuk. So crazy to be way up here though. I am out of Inuvik, on to the last 2.5 hours, under 100 miles to go. Less than 10 miles from the Arctic Ocean. That is Tuk right over there. Wow. I am getting my first sight of Tuktoyaktuk. That is so crazy to think that is the end of the road. The Arctic Ocean is right there. Y'all, we have made it. Visitor center looks pretty closed. Bugs are super aggressive though. I am going to take a look at this map real quick. I am right here. I am going to go all the way up there. Arctic Ocean. Freaking crazy. Let's do it. Welcome to Tuk. Let's go to the Arctic Ocean. All right, y'all, this is it. Arctic Ocean, right here. Wow, this is where we'll camp. We made it. All the way to the Arctic Ocean. Let's go check it out. There it is. North Pole, that way. That is so wild to think. Wow. So crazy. Well, I'm gonna go back to the van, see if I can go pull the van up close to the sign. Officially made it to the Arctic Ocean in Tuktoyaktuk. Gonna camp here just on the spit. This is gonna be home for the night. It's like being back in Baja, parked right up on the ocean. Y'all, can you guess what I'm about to do? I'm honestly more concerned about the mosquitoes than I am the cold. They're so bad. The mosquitoes are just going to eat me alive, but it will be worth it to go swim in that water right there, so. All right, y'all. It is time to do a polar plunge in the Arctic Ocean. I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh my gosh. Oh, and that is a polar plunge in the Arctic Ocean. Wow. Oh my gosh. It's actually not that bad. I think it's because it's shallow. All right. Now to go get some traditional food, hopefully. Oh man. Woohoo! We have done it. Or I guess I've done it. I'm delirious right now. I cannot believe I just dove headfirst into the Arctic Ocean. As much fun as that was, I'm gonna go get some food and then I'm gonna go back and park up for the night. And honestly, I'm probably just gonna stay up tonight and just enjoy the low sunlight. Just enjoy this. This is beautiful. So I'm gonna show you guys. Hi. Oh, look at these little kids, dude. All right, I'm going to a place called Grandma's Kitchen. That is the plan right now. I think this is the entrance right here. Grandma's Kitchen is in the back of the house. Look at this. This is kind of cool. It's this little house right here. Have you ever made coffee at 1:30 in the morning? I never have, but I am right now. I am making decaf, but I'm doing it because I am camped on the Arctic Ocean. Out this window is the Arctic Ocean, and that is the midnight sun, which is about to hit its lowest point on July 6th, 2025. It is going to be just the bottom of the sun touching the horizon, and then it's going to go right back up. Start another day. And that to me just feels so special to be here, so surreal to actually have driven this van, which I built in New Orleans in my parents' driveway with my I guess she was 102 at the time, 102-year-old grandma watching me. Driven this thing all around the US, all around Mexico, all the way through Canada, now up here to the freaking Arctic Ocean. The Arctic Ocean. Really surreal to me, and I feel really grateful. I don't want to go to sleep, at least until the sun reaches its lowest point. I just want to experience that. Having seen the sun continue to go down, down, down like this, I just want to see it start to come back up, and then I feel like it'll really sink in that it's like, wow, I just watched the sun never dip below the horizon, and that's wild to me. Thanks for watching, y'all, and I hope to make more real content like this, where I'm just talking to camera, being more vulnerable, and yeah, just real with you guys. So appreciate you. Cheers, y'all. 1:40 in the morning, having a coffee because the sun's not gonna set. Who'd have thought staring at the sun could be so fun? I need to make more videos like this, where it's just chill. I'm just talking, doing something that I find really exciting. So I feel like that's a big thing for me, is that I will do a bunch of stuff, and sometimes, even though honestly some of the stuff I'm doing is exciting, I will be my own worst enemy and tell myself, it's not worth filming. No one's gonna care. Why share it? But it's moments like this where I'm like, man, all I wanna do is pick up the camera. I wanna share this with somebody. For a 2 a.m. walk. The van's right there. Gonna go this way. The army of bugs is going crazy. It is about 2 a.m. now, so I think I'm gonna call it. I feel pretty content with capturing that and getting out of the bugs. Make my way back down to the campsite. Good morning. This is the 4th morning since starting this journey to the Arctic. Yeah, from here, I'm gonna start making the 550 mile, 880 kilometer gravel road back to pavement. Freaking Arctic, man. Soak it in. So strange how when I got here, the sun was on this side. Last night, the sun went around the north, dipped low on the northern horizon, and now it's up in the east again. I'm gonna kind of go around town here this morning and see what's open. There's a couple stores, so I do want to go try to pop in and see what I can find in those. So I'm gonna have coffee and then go walk around Tuk. Hard to believe. Behind me is Grandma's kitchen. I waited here until 1 o'clock to see if it was open. Take you inside. I'm gonna have to talk because there's some Morgan Wallen playing, very fitting. I love Morgan Wallen. And yeah, this is the inside of Grandma's kitchen. The little house at the back. They have a small little building there. It's kind of like a little trailer where they're cooking food. And yeah, I just asked what they had. They said they had a musk ox burger and muktuk, which is whale, which is amazing. So sitting here, gonna hang out and then, yeah, get some whale. I am very curious to see what musk ox tastes like. Got a polar bear that somebody shot. This is muktuk. Very chewy. Yeah. Wow. Such an interesting flavor. Alright, y'all, I have been booking it. I have already driven 7.5 hours from Tuk. I would have stopped a little while ago, but I don't know if you can see over my shoulder with the haze. There's a couple of wildfires that have grown since even just 2 days ago when I was around this area. Basically, everywhere I was going to camp was just really smoky, really hazy, and I'm driving towards the blue sky. So I'm driving a little further than I anticipated. It's fine. Like at this point, I'm happy to be able to camp somewhere where I'm not going to be breathing a bunch of smoke in. And yeah, the perks of 24-hour sunlight is you can just keep going. It's daytime forever. I have already crossed the halfway point, which is pretty sweet. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. This was really fun. This was like one of those van life adventures that you really look forward to and love doing. And I hope that you guys enjoyed. Take care. See you. Well, y'all, it is official. I am off of the Dempster Highway. I'm back at the sign, and I ended up driving 1,127.1 miles at an average speed, 36 miles an hour. It took me 30 hours and 26 minutes, and that is it. So, thanks for watching.